My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance
in the weight room.
Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Bushnell Prairie City High School. We are here for JV baseball this afternoon. Dwayne Hewlett with you. We don't have any Chris Frankhauser, unfortunately, today. You're stuck with just me trying to do everything. We'll see how it works. We had a little problems getting everything lined up. We tried to set the stuff up a little different today, and it didn't quite work for us. So we do have the score pad and the score on the scoreboard working here. We'll get that updated in just a second. Another ball for Elijah Danner, who's pitching for BWP today. His first pitching expedition, I do believe, for the young man. And he gets a strike. Makes the count 2-1. Another ball makes the count 3-1. Jet Woods at the plate for South Fulton. And a foul ball evens the count, or actually brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And he comes back and gets the strikeout. That'll bring Easton Sullivan to the plate for the South Fulton Rebels. Nate Kramer at first base for BWP, and a high swinging strike for the first pitch. And a ground ball to third. Allman throws across to Kramer. And this is the stuff that I don't know how to do. 6-3 ground out. And a swing and a miss for Reynolds. And a ball. So we're trying to get everything reset for you here. And a foul ball on a swing. 0-2 is the count on Reynolds. We're at the top of the first. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. He'll go down on strikes. And that'll end the first inning of play. 3 up, 3 down, no on, nobody left. No hits, no errors. And at the end of a half inning, BWP is tied with South Fulton. We'll take a break and be back on TSSR Game Time Live right after this.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop. Because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Sorry about that, folks. Trying to do a little updates and trying to get another camera running here for you. So we'll have a few breaks here as we're tried to do one thing here today. It didn't quite work as we had planned. Batteries, I don't know how long a life the batteries have left in them, but we'll find out, I guess. Well, we're going to try and do some remote video stuff for you. On the mound for the Rebels going to be Luke Abernathy. The only ones charged might be the small ones. Okay. And stepping into the plate for the Sparklones, number 7, Ezra Mason. He had a great day Saturday for the Sparklones. He looks at a bunt to start with. The ball bounces about 3 feet in front of the plate, though. Ball 1 as he pulls back, takes the ball. Here as we have one game this afternoon. Again, we didn't have enough people to do both the events today. And another bunt coming, and this one's going to be bunted foul, a strike for Mason. And it's going to go dark for just a second here, folks. I'm going to try to see if we have the other camera working. We don't, but just hang with me a second. And another foul ball. And Coach Arnold is out playing, doing the base umpiring, it would appear, here for the game today. Again, give me just a second here, folks. We're trying to get a sideline camera to work. And there he is. And that's going to go for a double for Ezra Mason. Two balls. Elliott Mason at the plate now for BWP as Abernathy steps off the mound and gets back on as Ezra Mason taking a big lead going. Ball's in the dirt. He's going to be up. So he gets the steal. Another ball. Elliott Mason at the plate here for BWP. And ball 4. Runners on the corners, nobody out for BWP. So here we go. First and third, pop fly into the infield. Runner's going to have to go back. It's caught. And by the third baseman. And Mason's going to advance to second. As much as I'd like to keep stats, folks, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stay here and just try to keep up on what's going on the scoreboard. We got runners on second and third. Nobody out at the plate. Going to be number 6, Carter Allman, as Strode popped out. So we do have one out, excuse me. Strode popped out. The cleanup hitter, Carter Allman, at the plate now. And he got hit by the pitch. Bases loaded, one down. Dalton Huffman coming to the plate. Went behind him. Ezra Mason's going to come to the plate. Oh, nope, it hit him, I guess. It hit him. Another hit batsman. A run scores. Got one hit so far. Now at the plate, it's going to be number 8, Ben Powell, a fresh sophomore, and he went right down the line. In fact, poor Elliott Mason had to take a dive to get out of the way of that one. It is a strike. Nice shot, just couldn't keep it inside the foul lines. 0-1's the count. Everybody's expecting big things out of Mr. Powell. Here's a little bit off the end of the bat, but it gets through the infield. One run will score. Going to hold everybody at first, second, and third. A single and an RBI for Ben Powell. And BPC is up 2-0. Now coming to the plate, Nate Kramer. He played one of the 2 games on Saturday. He split time with Elijah Danner. Nate playing first base again today. A little bit outside. Ball's going to go to the fence. And it would appear that Allman's going to score, and he will. Runners will move to second and third behind him. And it's 3-0 BWP. We'll take a look through Kenny's camera here and see what he's looking at. Another one in the dirt. And the hat blows off, so it's a ball. Nate Kramer is at the plate. 2-0 the count. Make it 3-0. As a first base is open here, not walking in a run if he does walk him. Kramer's going to go after one on a 3-0 count. It's a pop-up. Left fielder coming in. Good job getting to the ball, but he drops it. Unfortunately, lost it in the sun maybe. Goes off the left fielder, and 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And Kramer is in at second. I think that's an error probably, unfortunately. He did a good job of getting there, but just couldn't finish the play. That makes the score. Go back to Miles for a minute. Score 6-0. 5-0, excuse me. And a strike, but it gets by the catcher, comes all the way to the fence, and Kramer will advance to third. There's a ball. 1-1's account. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Kramer is at third base. 1 down here in the bottom of the first inning. BPC leads 5-0. BWP, excuse me. Elijah Danner at the plate for the Sparklones. There's another strike. Got him looking right down the middle of the plate. Couldn't ask for a better pitch than that. And a strikeout looking, and coming to the plate now, Jake Brown. They will bat 10 players today. Jake Brown up to plate now. He's going to back out, get 2-1 over the head of the left fielder. That's going to go all the way to the fence, it would appear. Kramer is in. Brown rounds first, heading for second, looking for third. He's going to be held up by Coach Bland over at third base. Probably a good call. A double for Jake Brown. And another run for BPC as they lead 6-0 with 2 outs here in the first inning. Dalton Horwittle coming to the plate now. All 10 players available for BWP are here and hitting today. Inside, a ball 1. Update the scoreboard there, folks. Sorry, got a runner on second now. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Horwittle at the plate. He reaches out. That was a ball. Tried to go opposite field with it. Hit it a little too far down the third base line. And that's a strike. Evens the count at 1-1. So batting around with 10 batters here in the first inning for BWP as Dalton Horwittle is the 10th batter of the inning. Ezra Mason is on deck. That one was high. Ball 2. Horwittle, good job of pitching in the second game on Saturday as he picked up the win for BWP. And a high pop fly in the infield. Going to be caught by Mercer, the third baseman. He came over and ran in front of Woods, the shortstop, to pick up the pop fly, and that'll end the inning, but the damage done. 6-0 after 1 here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. We'll be back after this on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Get dinner to the table quickly, no matter how busy your day's been. True Convection Cooking uses a fan to distribute hot air evenly and cook food faster. So dinner is ready when they are. True Convection Cooking, brought to you by Whirlpool.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Elijah Danner back to the plate, or to the rubber for BWP. See the throw there by Dalton Strode. As South Fulton went 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. We are in the second now. BWP leads 6-0. And a ball on pitch number 1 from Danner. He had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. And ball 2. Take a look at Kenny's view here. Swing and a foul tip. Brings the count to 2-1. Mr. Butcher, you want to hop on here? Let me, hey, if you go unzip that green and black bag on the right end, that bag has a headset in it. Yep, right there where your hand is. The zipper's on the, there you go. And a ball 3. 3-1 the count on Mercer. Easton Mercer. We got 2 Eastons on this team. That's maybe not the most common name. And a little high brings up ball 4 and a walk. Puts a runner on first for South Fulton. I got to change things here just a second. We're going to put Mr. Butcher on the headset with me here for just a second. And we got a timeout as Elijah Danner is asking for some clarification from Dalton Strode. Mr. Butcher, thanks for joining us. We're a little short-handed today. We couldn't do that. We couldn't do the. We didn't have enough people to do the the junior high track meet, unfortunately. But I have one person to kind of do a couple things. So we're trying to figure out how to shoot through this fence, and we've tried 2 different things today, and it just isn't working real well for us.
Well, I'm supposed to be supervising the track meet and the baseball game, so I'm just kind of bouncing back and forth.
How's that work for you?
Well, it's entertaining. I think I got a little bit of ADHD in me, so it's keeping my mind.
So it's not all bad? Is that what you're telling me?
No, not at all.
That was a ball for Danner. Whoa, that was a little inside. Ball 2. It is Creden, and I don't have the lineup. I'll have to pull up the lineup to see who's batting for them. I don't have last names for them on their lineup sheet.
Creden Abernathy.
Creden Abernathy. I forgot you know these guys pretty well, don't you?
Yeah, I know some of them.
If I can. And a play at first, as Dalton Strode likes to throw down there. I'm going to get out of this just so I can look up the roster here for everybody.
Is that Creden on first?
No, that's Easton Mercer on first. 44, isn't it? Yeah, it's 44 on first.
Okay, yep.
Don't make me think that. I got it all backwards if I did that wrong.
Well, number 12 doesn't look like Creden.
12 is actually Gavin Height.
Oh, that's Gavin Height. Okay.
Yeah, Gavin Height is actually the batter. I was one ahead there.
Go. There's Creden.
There's Creden. Gavin gets a walk.
Yep. Gavin had 214 yards rushing Friday night against Lewiston.
Yeah, we talked about that. I saw Brandy Worley posted that, so I had to ask Carly, his mom. She was here Saturday to make sure that was factual. I mean, I know Brandy to be a pretty factual person, but, she is an ant.
Well,
And a nice catch out in left field by Dalton Huffman. And that's an out for South Fulton, as BWP has 1 out now here in the top of the 2nd inning. And we have runners on first and second for South Fulton.
This should be another Abernathy up to bat.
Yes, this is Luke Abernathy, I do believe, number 24. He's got some hair.
Yeah, he does. We were talking about that. We had I ate with his dad at.
That was a foul ball off the end of the bat. I mean, off the butt of the bat. I believe. I think he was so far around on that he hit it with the butt of the bat. Sorry, go ahead.
We need
instant replay to look at that.
Yeah, we do. Oh, I ate with his dad uptown after the game on Saturday, and he was wanting him to get his hair cut.
Doesn't look like it's worked yet.
Nope.
1-1's the count, I do believe. Abernathy, the pitcher, trying to get some help for himself. He trails 6-0 here at the top of the 2nd inning. JV action. That was a pretty good pitch by Danner. Brings the count to 1-2. Elijah Danner is a little older than most of these kids, but everybody's got to play pretty much everybody at this point, it seems like. And Danner has never pitched in his life,
really,
from what I understand. I talked to Coach Arnold, and he said that I just need 3 innings out of him. I don't care if he gives up 15 runs or no runs. I need at least 3 innings out of him.
Well, it's good. Good opportunity for him. He seems to be doing a pretty good job.
He does. There's a fly ball to right field. Ben Powell is there. He's got a chance to cut somebody off at first. Doesn't see it. Goes to second. Well, I think he had a play at first base maybe.
He might have.
2 down, 2 on. No score for the South Fulton Rebels as of yet. Batting now is number 25, Eli Rogers. Notice Heller's not on the list today. Whoa, that was, Dalton Strode. What a job getting out to catch that. That thing was 2 feet outside the batter's box.
Now, Heller's a sophomore. He should be here.
I don't think I got Drake on my list here. Oh, I do. He's clear at the bottom. He's not playing. It's 2 balls. No strikes. That's why I didn't have him. They're batting 11 today, by the way.
Okay, I got you.
He's just not playing in the field.
That's good. Let them all bat. It's nice for them to see a lefty.
I'll tell you what, 4 of the 6 pitchers that were used on Saturday were lefties.
Well,
both these teams have a lot of left-handers.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
And a ball 3. Make that 4. I thought it was 4, but I wasn't going to say anything until New Summons. That one got a little high and away from Dalton Strode. Elijah Danner's facing bases loaded with 2 out here. Stepping to the plate is number 42. That is Sammy Riggins. Sammy is playing the catcher's position today for South Fulton. Whoa.
Whoa. That was almost a foul ball.
That was. That's one of those things that this sounds like a really dumb thing to say, but when you drop, you need to drop the bat too.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave the bat up. Get the bat down, because that almost got to be a foul ball just because you brought it down with you. Elliott Mason's got time. Play it first, and it missed it. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs going to score, and we're going to have runners at first and third with 2 outs. I do believe that's an error.
Yes.
Still no hits for South Fulton, but they've got 2 runs now as they've cut the gap to 6-2. They were unable to score in the game on either game on Saturday, as a matter of fact. So Lance Briggs, who also played
Boggs,
excuse me, yeah. I was thinking football player, wasn't I?
Yep, that's the Bears. This guy's the quarterback for him, and is he a sophomore or junior? He might be a junior now.
He played pretty well for him the other day.
Yeah, he's a pretty good athlete.
Oh, call a strike, throwing it down, trying to get him at second. And they do. Tried the first and third steal, and they throw him out at second base. And that'll end the inning. 2 runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. At the end of 1.5, it's 6-2 BWP over South Fulton.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, "You better come home because there's no roof." He said, "I look up and see the sky." He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. Luke Abernathy back to the mound. So we get ready to go with the bottom of the 2nd inning. This is scheduled for a 5-inning game. So we got Miles up on the camera up top, Kenny on the camera on the sideline. Take a look at his camera. I don't know. We're going to look. I don't know if we want to know what he's looking at right now, but we'll take a peek. He's bouncing around just a little bit. Probably down there getting harassed by the coaching staff and players of, hey, Coach Martin made it back today. Good to see Coach Martin. As we're ready to go down here, I do believe, with the throw. Just a bit outside on that one. Well, I guess it'd be inside or outside depending on where your pitcher was at. So we're getting ready to go here with the bottom of the second inning. BWP batted around in the first inning. So I'll bring the top of the order back up here and to start the second. Ezra Mason will lead off, the center fielder for the Sparklones. Mason led off with a double to start the game. Let's see if he can do something similar here. He's going to hit it off the end of the bat. Foul ball. Strike one. Got around a little early on that one. Was actually lucky to make contact, and even luckier that it rolled foul. Coach Bland at third base. Coach Martin at first base. And he's going to put that one in play. Almost a little slap hit. It's going to be bobbled, and Mason is going to be called out at first base. Little bobble over there by Rendon, but he gathered it up in time to get the out. One up, one down here in the bottom of the second inning. That brings Elliot Mason to the plate now. He's going to take a swing and foul it back. Got the top of the baseball. Strike one as it came right back to the fence. Luke Abernathy struggled a little in the first inning, but BWP looks to be looking to swing the bats a little bit more here in the second. They lead 6-2. That's going to be a ball by the South Fulton hurler, who having a hard time keeping the hat on in the wind. I think somebody could get a ball up in the air. It'd fly a long ways here today. The wind is blowing out for sure, but that outfield fence is a long ways away here at Bushnell Prairie City High School. 2-1's the count for the sophomore from Bushnell Prairie City High School, the Sparklones second baseman. Little pop-up. That's trouble. Got the infielder coming in. He calls him off, and it's going to fall, and it's going to be a single. Texas League single there for Elliot Mason. He's going to be at first base with one down. That'll bring Dalton Strode to the plate. Dalton popped up in foul territory to third base in his first at-bat in the first inning. He had a good day on Saturday as well. And then Mason's going to go, and he's got tons of time. He might even try for third, but he's going to hold up at second and on the pass ball. It'll be a duck on the pond now for Dalton Strode, who had runners on the corners when he popped out to third base in the first inning. And hangs in. He's going to hit it deep to left field. It's over the left fielder's head. Mason's going to score. Dalton's rounding at first, heading for second. He's going to look for third. Coach Bland has given him the go signal. A play at third. He's going to be in head first. He's safe at third base. A triple for the sophomore from BWP. A triple and a run scored, and it's 7-2 BWP as Dalton Strode hit that deep over the left fielder's head. Now Carter Allman stepping to the plate for BWP. He's got a runner on third, one down. Nice pitch right down the middle. He missed it, but Dalton Strode is being told to hold at first base. Or third base, excuse me. Didn't get a real good jump. Not sure if they wanted him to hold because of that or because they didn't want him to go anyway. So Allman chokes up just a little bit on the baseball bat this time. He's going to take another look at what Luke Abernathy has to offer as he steps to the rubber from the pitcher's mound. And a deal here with an 0-1 count on Allman. And Allman reaches up, gets one right about the eyes. Sullivan gets it, but he can't get there. Oh, they called him out. Coach Arnold called him out. That run scores, though. We'll call it a sacrifice. 2 down here with Dalton Huffman coming to the plate. I think if that would have been a South Fulton runner, he'd have been safe, Coach. Dalton Huffman got hit again. So that will bring Ben Powell to the plate. Looking to get things going with 2 outs here. A little rally with 2 for BWP. And Dalton is safe at second base. That ball went all the way to the screen, and unfortunately, Sammy Riggins couldn't find it. Dalton probably could have ended up on third if he really wanted to, but they did not press the issue. So 1 runner in scoring position now for Ben Powell as he is facing a 1-0 count. Steps back and fouls it off. It'll be a 1-1 count now for Powell. He goes down and gets that one. That's the center field. It is shallow enough to be caught. There's a lot of wind. And he does catch it. So that's going to be the 3rd out of the contest. Of the inning, I should say. So at the end of 2 complete, it's 7-2. BWP leads South Fulton here at Bushnell Prairie City High School.
McDonough District Hospital's Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center was built for one goal: to strengthen women's health services in the region's premier facility. Our dedicated staff, past and present, delivered generations of MDH babies, and now in the new Women's Center, our staff is ready to deliver the next generation and beyond. Come visit the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center and see for yourself the MDH difference.
At Ace, your backyard is right in our backyard. So when you need to feed your grass, remove the weeds, or wrangle those leaves, go to the best place that delivers on top brands like Ego, Toro, and Steel. No warehouse store can match the convenience of your locally owned neighborhood Ace. So stop on by. You can also order online for curbside pickup or get what you need delivered today. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their lawn care.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver. Time Maximizer. Game Changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. The game being brought to you by Community News Brief. A Community News Brief is a free publication distributed to over 68 locations in the McDonough and Fulton County area. It provides news to McDonough and parts of Fulton County every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To submit a press release or to get advertising information for the locally owned publication, call Lynn at 309-333-8245 or email communitybrief@gmail.com. And Tri-County Seeds. Tri-County Seeds, your local Golden Harvest wheat seed advisor, located in Scioto, Illinois. Rooted in genetics, agronomy, and service for 10 years. Contact Nate Todd at 309-333-3437 for all your Golden Harvest corn, soybean, and seed treatment needs. And back at the plate will be Boggs. Lance Boggs, as he was at the plate when the throw out on the steal attempt came. 2 balls. You see it says 8-2. The scoreboard says 8-2. I haven't been keeping very close track, so I'm going to go with the scoreboard. And a 4-pitch walk. Sends Boggs to first base. Now coming to plate be Drake Heller, number 34. He goes after the first pitch. It's a seeing eye single to left field. First hit of the game for South Fulton. And the ball's overthrown to third base, and everybody's going to advance. So runners at second and third for Jet Woods, who's at the plate now. The shortstop for South Fulton is Danner, trying to get his 3 innings of work here. He leads 8-2, but nobody out. Runners on second and third, and he goes inside on Woods. Ball 1. Heller got a single and an error. And Woods is going to go after one, and he gets hit by the foul ball in the batter's box, so that's a strike. 1-1's the count, I think. I could be wrong. And a swing and a miss. 1-2. Runners on second and third for Jet Woods. Trying to get his team back in this ball game. Danner coming after him here, looking for a strikeout to get the first out of the inning. Oh, a foul ball off the umpire's face mask. Foul ball. Take a couple seconds to gather your thoughts after that one. I'm sure right now he's telling Dalton Strode, you're supposed to catch that so it doesn't hit me. Your job is to protect me. That's your job above all else. Protect the umpire when you're the catcher. That pitch is outside. Two and two's the count. Brings the count to full. Do have a base open, but you don't want to load the bases with nobody out here. A chance to get an out for BWP. They were up 1-2 was Danner in the count. He's now fell to 3-2. Ball 4 high and maybe a smidge outside. That'll load the bases for the Rebels. Easton Sullivan, as Coach Bland is going to go out and have a little conversation with his pitcher. This game being brought to you today by Bushnell Banking Center. Bushnell Banking Center, a branch of Raritan State Bank located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell, offers full-service banking and loan services for all of your banking needs. Come visit the Bank of Friendly Service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good Luck's Spark Loans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and a member FDIC. And McDonough Telephone Cooperative. West Prairie game streams are made possible by McDonough Telephone Fiber Internet. We'll tell you more about that in just a second, as that was a short meeting at the mound. And another ball for Easton Sullivan. That was in the dirt. Nobody going. The ball didn't look like it was going to get very far away. Strode did a good job of blocking it and keeping it towards the front of him. It went to the right a little ways away, but he might have, by the time it looked like it was getting away, Heller didn't have a chance to get to. It's actually Boggs down there, I believe, not Heller. And another ball. 2-0. Bases chucked full of Rebels. Easton Sullivan at the plate. 2-0's the count. Danner on the mound, he deals. That's a little outside. That make it 3-0. I missed one apparently. And that'll walk in a run for the Rebels. Brings up Rendon Reynolds to the plate now. Foul ball. Dalton quick way. Just couldn't quite get there in a way to catch the ball. We'll take a look at Kenny's again here for a couple minutes. So we mess with a few things here. Two and one's the count. Trying to get this so you can see there's a hit through the infield. A line drive is going to go to left field. A play is going to play at the plate. Nope, Danner's going to have to cut it. Gets past Danner. Runners are going to advance. Dalton's got a throw to third. Ball gets away from Brown, who was over there covering. And it's going to be, well, scratch that. Brown is playing third base now. Not sure where Carter Allman went. Maybe Carter's not playing. And another ball. And a swing and a miss for Mercer. Strike two. And another ball. Swing, drop third strike. Stroh's going to go to Kramer. That'll be one out. 8-5 is the score. Gavin Height coming to the plate now for the Rebels. Runners on second and third with one out. Height comes back. Strode is there. Pop out to the catcher for out number two. In foul territory. Strode did a good job dropping the helmet, turning around, finding the ball, and getting to it for the catch. Coming up next will be Creden Abernathy, number 32 for the Rebels. Ball one. 2 down, 2 on. 8-5 is the score. High second pitch to Abernathy makes ball two. Abernathy goes out after one at the eyes, and it's going to be a base hit at least. Make it a double. It's going to score 2. Whereas one-run game out to left center field, nearly to the fence. Abernathy's going for 3. The play is going to be at third, and he is out at third. Stretching a double to a triple. He gets thrown out, but he scores 2 on the hit. Makes it an 8-7 contest at the bottom of the third inning. BWP leads by 1 as they come to the plate.
You know, you see fires on TV all the time. You don't understand what the families are really going through until you've lived it. The day before the fire, life was good. We went to bed, we woke up, and we had nothing. If it was not for Country Financial, we would still have nothing.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School as we have Nate Kramer come to the plate for the Sparklones. This game being brought to you, as we were telling you earlier, by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. All of our West Prairie game streams are made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-776-3211 to check out your availability. And Square Music Company. Square Music Company offers instruments, gear, lessons, service, and more. Located at 122 Northside Square in Macomb. Call the Macomb store at 309-431-5484. You can also visit the Quincy location, 725 North Hampshire Street. You can also find them on the internet at squaremusic.com. So, Luke Abernathy back to the hill as well as Nate Kramer comes. He goes right up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for the freshman from Bushnell Prairie City High School. Sparklones open up the bottom of the third inning with a hit and a runner on first base. 8-7. 5 runs in the top of the third for South Fulton. Has closed it to a 1-run game. Elijah Danner at the plate now. Pitches outside. Ball 1 to Danner. He's pitched 3 complete innings, giving up 7 runs. And another one in the dirt. And Kramer's going to try to get to second. Ball is thrown. It's going to be late. And Kramer will be at second base. So 1 runner in scoring position now for Danner, who has a 2-0 count in his second at bat here in the bottom. As we've reached the bottom of the third inning, he batted in the first inning, and he chased one, a strike. High and outside, but he went after it. Letter high at least. That one's a little higher and a little farther outside. Brings the count to 3-1. Danner, the payoff pitch. If you're from Abernathy's point of view, he's got to get a strike here. And he does not. Danner's going to walk to first base. And Kramer on the pass ball advances to third base. So again, runners on the corners. Brown at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Actually, not a miss. He fouled it just barely. Went back at the pitcher. Stepped out just a smidge. If he stays in on that ball, he might drive that thing a long, long ways. Good cut, though. That one's in the dirt, blocked by Riggins. 1-1's the count. Runners on the corner still. 8-7's the lead for the Sparklones. Timeout as the hat blew off the pitcher's head. He's got it in a ponytail, his hair now, as we were talking about a little earlier, but it's still not wanting, hat's not wanting to stay on. Whoa. Behind him, and one runner will advance. Danner moves to second. Kramer stays at third. Brown's now ahead in the count, 2-1. And that one goes behind him as well. Brown actually steps forward to avoid being hit by the pitch. And it's 3-1 to count. Three and two, full count. Nobody out, 2 on. Both in scoring position for Jake Brown. The number 9 hitter today. And that one's going to go behind Brown. And another walk. Bases chocked full of Sparklones now as Dalton Horwittle comes to the plate. The left-hander for the Sparklones. Got a out in his first at bat. Getting scheduled a 5-inning game today. Another ball, makes it 2-0. See what Kenny's looking at here. Get a good look at the left-hander swinging the bat here possibly. Yeah, 3-0. That camera's not the easiest thing to hold steady, I wouldn't imagine, today with the wind blowing the way it is. And ball 4 on 4 pitches. 1 run will come in. And the coaching staff for the South Fulton Rebels going to go out and talk to their hurler on the mound. The infield will come in. We'll take this opportunity to tell you that this game is being brought to you this afternoon by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. Will be celebrating its 60th anniversary in June. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the county and offers top-notch customer service, free delivery within 40 miles, and the best in-home appliance repair in the area. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see them at 481 West Main Street in Bushnell, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them at 309-772-2111. New pitcher coming for the Rebels. I think it's 25, possibly, Eli Rogers. Game like today, you want to throw some strikes. BWP up 9-7 now. They got the bases loaded. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Rogers throwing a few warm-up pitches. A little movement. For the South Fulton right-hander. And we're back to the top of the order for BWP. Ezra Mason coming to the plate, first to face Rogers. So we're getting close to being ready to go here. Rogers is going to take another pitch or so, and then we'll get Ezra Mason to the plate. Looks like he might be ready now. So Ezra's going to step to the plate here. Nobody out, bases loaded for the sophomore. Part of the BWP contingent. He's going to go right after the first pitch. Goes to right center field. It's off the glove of the center fielder. Almost all the way to the fence. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. 3 runs is going to score. Mason heading for third. He's going to be held up at third base with a stand-up triple for Ezra Mason. 3 runs score, and BWP takes control of the ball game one more time. They lead 12-5. Now Elliott Mason stepping to the plate. Ball 1. Height got to that just barely. I'm not going to call that an error. He had to run a long ways for that to bounce off his glove. Inside, ball 2. One pitch, and Ezra Mason cleared the bases of Sparklone's stand-up triple. And that one's in the dirt. Nice snag by Riggins there. Good job, Sammy. But it's another ball. And on the outside corner, strike 1. 3-1's the count. Runner on third, nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. 12-7's the score. And a pitch. Strike 2. That was full baseball outside, but when you're up 12-7, you better expect the strike zone to widen a little bit. Mason's going to pop it up to first base. Runner will stay at third. Elliott Mason less than impressed with the 2 strike calls. May have a little bit of a legitimate complaint there. But nonetheless, he's out, and Dalton Strode steps to the plate now. It's getting 1 down, 1 on here in the bottom of the third. Outside. Ball 1. Center fielder shading a little bit to left. That one's just outside. Ball 2. We'll expect to see that right fielder come off the line a little bit. He's playing pretty close around. There's a huge gap in right center field. If Dalton Strode could find a way to get the ball there. He's not going to as a foul comes straight back to the screen. Strike 1. 2-1's the count. On the catcher from BWP. Eli Rogers once again has taken over on the mound for South Fulton. Deals outside. 3-1's the count. Ezra Mason still the runner at third base. Ball 4. Walks Strode. Puts runners on the corners for the cleanup hitter, Carter Allman. Allman's been hit by a pitch. Strike right down the middle for Eli Rogers, and it's 0-1 to count. 12-7, bottom of the third. BWP leads South Fulton. Dalton Strode a big lead over at first base. Allman's going to foul it down the right field line. It looks like it's going to get out of play, I think. Barely out of play, maybe. Maybe it didn't get out of play. Got the top of the fence as Heller if that's Heller over there now or not. Can't tell. Heller was not playing earlier. Pitch over the head of Allman. 2-1's the count. 1-1, excuse me. 2 on, 1 down here in the bottom of the third. And that was going to go the opposite field, and that's in that gap I was talking about. It's past the right fielder. Allman's got a long time to run. 1 run is in. Allman's going to go for third. Rounding third is Strode. He's up, and Allman's going to go. The ball's bobbled out at second base. Throw's coming to home, and Allman is going to score. Don't know if I'd call that an implied to Parker, but it's going to plate 3 nonetheless. And it's 15-7 with 1 down here in the third inning. 5 runs in the third for South Fulton. BWP has answered that with 7 runs of their own here in their half of the third, and they only have 1 out. Dalton Huffman stepping to the plate now for the Sparklones. That was a pitch he probably could have reached out and got. Strike 1. Oh, and 1's the count on Huffman. And he gets hit again. That's the 3rd time he's been hit today. And we're turning it over. 15-7. Strode gets hit. He gets plunked, and he just gets taken out the bag. Says, "Oh, we'll just let you hit." That's something you don't see a whole lot, but it is JV baseball, trying to get some work for everybody, but don't want to ruin too much either. Dalton Huffman right now is probably thinking, you could have done that before I got hit by the pitch. Not sure, but I think I'd have preferred to do that prior to that pitch than post that pitch, but I don't know. Yeah, we'll take a break and be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH after this message.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation does more than just tape ankles.
They get us back on the court.
My MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation
helps me reach peak performance.
In the weight room. Prepares me for competition.
My MDH physical therapists and the fitness programs MDH offers help me on my road to recovery and improve my quality of life.
Come see why MDH Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation was voted best of the best in McDonough County.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. Got a new pitcher on the mound for BWP, Nate Kramer. Going to see what he can do. Ed Sloan's standing beside me. His grandson is pitching, as a matter of fact. That's what he's had to say. You want to come talk about his first pitch? Come on here, Ed. We'll put you on the headset. There's no cussing here because I'll get in trouble by the school.
Well, he's got the body of Big Daddy Rick Russell.
He does, doesn't he? He can.
Yeah, look at that.
That looked like a good pitch. Ball 1.
I know, right down the gut.
That's something you don't see very often. They just had 1 out, but went ahead and that one got away from him.
A little bit high.
Just a bit upstairs. You've seen a lot of people play some baseball around these parts, haven't you?
Drove many a mile.
Lance was a pretty good ball player, sports athlete of all sports really back in the day. Wasn't his uncle?
Yep.
And your wife was telling me at Rosie's after the volleyball game, there's a strike, how good of a softball player that Nate's mom was.
Yeah.
She was a pretty good ball player, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah.
His aunt was pretty darn good herself, wasn't she?
She was second team All-State in basketball. So we got it in our blood. I taught him right.
It's kind of cool to finally see some baseball and some sports being played, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I love it.
That's low. Ball 3. It's a full count.
My granddaughter, Maisie Kramer, is playing softball right now.
She's in Abington, right?
Yep.
We'll be having some of those games on as well, as Luke Abernathy is going to take a walk as Nate. First trip to the mound, his first batter ends up with a walk here at Bushland Prairie City High School. I guess Nate's a freshman, so he's a little luckier than some of these sophomores who didn't play as a freshman, right?
Right.
That's kind of crazy. You know, you're older than me, obviously, but thinking back to all that stuff, would you ever guess something like that would ever happen?
No.
You know, you just missing a whole season of baseball and stuff like that's just kind of crazy. But ball 1 to Eli Rogers, who's at the plate. That one's going to foul off. Foul and back across the road. It rolls. I didn't get there, actually. Strike 1. Evens the count at ones. Here it's 15-7, top of the 4th inning. I was talking at Dalton Huffman got plunked, I think. If I'm not mistaken, that's the 3rd time he's been hit today. Every time he's been up, he's been hit. It's the ball. And I said, and then they said, "Oh, we'll just roll it and we'll just take it." I was like, Dalton's probably thinking, why wouldn't you have done that before I got plunked? Why'd you have to wait for me to get hit to do that? And that one rises up out of the strike zone. 3-1's the count.
You got to bend his back a little bit, doesn't he?
Yep, got to follow through a little, bend the back a little, reach to the catcher, right? Something like that.
That was pretty hard, though.
He might have went. Yeah.
No.
You know that Coach Arnold ain't going to call that even if he did go, probably.
No.
So another base runner is another walk. He does definitely throw harder than Danner, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure, where's Horwittle at? Is that Horwittle out? No, that's Powell out in the right field. Where's Horwittle at?
Oh, a little high.
He's out in center field, isn't he? And they're going to try. Horwittle's going to get a chance to throw out a runner at third base. What a throw, and it's not caught. Now he's going to try to. Yeah, Abernathy's. I want to think better of that. I'm going to stop at third. Rogers is going to advance to second base. Kramer's pitch is a ball high. When you're leaving everything high, that's just about bending the back and coming towards the plate, isn't it? That release point is just not followed through far enough. There it comes down a little bit. Did he call that a strike? He did, I think. Did he say 2-1 or 1-1? Or 2-0 or 1-1? I couldn't really see the fingers very well. It was a pretty high strike, but it might have been a strike. That's a strike. It's going to get the runner at first. The runner at second does not advance. One run will score, though. 1 out, and we'll have a runner on second base. I guess when you're up 15-7, that's probably about the best play, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, first out of the inning. Oh, second out of it. Is that the first or second? Did I already hit that? That's the first. I already hit it, I guess. I'm sorry.
Well, he needs this.
Well, he's got some movement, though.
I know.
That ball tails. Lance Boggs in to hit now for the Rebels. On the inside corner, a strike call. Evens the count at 1-1. Is it different watching your grandkids play than watching your kids play?
Yes.
How much different? Is it more relaxing, more stressful, less stressful? How different is it?
It's more relaxing because I know they're going to do all right because I trained them to be left-handed hitters, about all my grandkids, because that's an advantage.
Yeah, because most of your pitchers are right-handed, right?
Yep.
You can see the ball better.
Yep. Just a lot of fun. I've got a lot of talent, my grandkids.
And he dropped the ball at third base.
Yeah.
Play at third base is he was out. Well, he would have been out.
Yeah.
But dropped the ball, slid right into the ball. Well, it looked like a pretty good pitch, but a walk nonetheless. Runners on the corners for South Fulton. They trail 15-8. Did I get that other run on there? Did it say 8? I can't really read my.
He didn't miss that by much.
No, he didn't. And we're going to go to the mound as Coach Bland comes out, talks to Nate Kramer. So you were talking to the you got a pretty good pitcher there helping him out here, trying to tell him to exactly what we were talking about. Follow through if you can see that on the screen there. But I know you spend a lot of time with your grandkids, but just when you get to the game and you're here now, is it less stressful watching your grandkids, or is it about the same as watching your kids?
It's less stressful because I can just enjoy the game now. Just lay back and sit in the lawn chair and just watch.
You don't have to go. You don't have to worry about taking them home and talking to them either, do you?
No. Because in a couple of weeks I'm going to Minnesota and watch my other grandson play.
That's where Jenny and James live, right?
Right.
James McCool and Jenny McCool. Jenny Sloan McCool, I guess, for everybody listening and watching from. And there goes the runner from, and a swing by Heller. They're going to try to throw down to second. It's going to get by the second baseman. One run will score. And Boggs will stay at second. Some of the things we're seeing done here today are probably in a varsity game you wouldn't do, right? Like you probably wouldn't throw that down 2 times in a row in a varsity game. But in a fresh soft game or JV game, you're trying to work on things and do things. So you do, when I coached JV here, we ran in positions when you wouldn't normally run, and some people questioned me why I did it, and my thing was always I wanted them to be able to do it. They need to learn how to steal a base or how to get off the bag or how to do these things. And you can't do that unless you're really in a good game situation. So maybe it's not the exact situation you would do it in a normal game, but it's still you got the same feel, right?
Right.
So that's one of the things that I did a lot that a lot of people probably wondered what the heck I was doing.
You got to throw to the right base too.
Yeah, those
things. I
things.
saw that a few times this game. So.
Yep, you got to take practice, but the JV games to me were always almost like practice. I mean, you want to try to win, obviously. There's a swing. Is that a foul ball? Did they call foul?
Must have called a foul on that one.
So, as I was saying, obviously you want to win games. You want to win every game you play.
Right.
But you also want to learn things, and you take these are games that are opportunities to learn things that you wouldn't normally put yourself in position to do on a given day. So
right, with this.
Especially with
COVID,
this. And a swing and a miss. First strikeout for Nate Kramer. And out number 2 for the Rebels. Top of the order, Jet Woods stepping in now for South Fulton. COVID has changed everything, hasn't it? I mean, this year it's like almost everything you do. And look at his feet. Look at Jet Woods' feet. Do you see what he was trying to do there? It looked almost like softball. Slow pitch softball. If you watch his feet, look how his stance is, and he's going to move that right foot back even farther. He's trying to go opposite field. He's trying to go right to that right center field gap. You saw Ezra Mason Carter Allman take advantage of that in the last inning for BWP as Horwittle is shaded a little to the left.
Man, that was good pitches there.
That was 3 very good pitches in a row, and Nate Kramer has found it, and the Rebels find the dugout. At the end of 3.5, BWP leads 15-9. They'll be up to the plate when we get back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our #1 priority.
Our primary care providers are here to take care of you and your family's total well-being. Telehealth capabilities and the MDH Convenience Clinic all provide ease of access to our wide range of services.
All of this because we are committed to providing you quality and compassionate care that you have come to trust from us.
McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring.
Some farmers I know swear by a name. Say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver. Time Maximizer. Game Changer. I like those names.
Well, we were camping, and then I got a phone call from my neighbor and said that we got hit by a storm. He said, you better come home because there's no roof. He said, I look up and see the sky. He didn't know what you were going to do, where you're going to go, but Country Financial took care of us.
We anticipate something that we hope never happens, but when it happens, we are there to make good on our promise.
During this COVID pandemic, it is important you take care of your health, especially your heart health. Do not ignore the signs of a heart attack or stroke. If you have health concerns, schedule an appointment with your provider, and always, in case of an emergency, call 911. This message brought to you by McDonough District Hospital and Blessing Health System. See for yourself why Blessing Health System is the leader in cardiology and pulmonology services. Appointments available inside MDH. Learn more at blessinghealth.org or mdh.org.
Welcome back to Bushland Prairie City High School. BWP, bottom of the fourth inning, leading 15-9. I think I got the score right on our scoreboard. It's hard to see that green doesn't show up. I hope it shows up better than that at home. I'm kind of in some bright light, though, so I'm having a hard time seeing. I think if I was Dalton Huffman, I'd be lobbying for another chance to hit after getting hit. I said I should have kept better track. If I'd have been doing the full scoreboard, I would have been, but I think he's been hit all 3 times he was up today. Not the kind of day you want, and then you get plunked and they say, okay, we're just going to give everybody their spots, and we'll just call it good for the day. This game being brought to you today by Farmers and Merchant State Bank. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been serving the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending. Stop by the main branch, 484 East Main Street in Bushnell, or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. F&M is a member, FDIC, and an equal housing lender. Stepping in now will be Ben Powell. Ben's had a decent day at the plate as well. Little curve action, a little tailing action for Eli Rogers there, but it's high. It's a ball. As we are in the bottom of the fourth inning. 1-0 is the count on Ben Powell. Now it's going to be low and outside, ball 2. Low and outside, ball 3. Ben Powell. The batter, sophomore. Son of Velvet and Benji Powell. And that one's inside. Ball 4. Runner on first. Nobody out for BWP. And he goes for second. A little delayed steal, and he'll get it. And then they overthrow second. He's going to go for third. On the walk, he's going to end up at third as Ben Powell. And then a fake tag at third base, and Coach Arnold is going to let Mercer know that that is a no-no. No fake tags allowed, and just like that, a runner in scoring position for Nate Kramer. Yes, swing and a miss. Strike one. Eli Rogers still on the mound for the Rebels. Nate Kramer just completed his first inning of pitching at the plate for BWP. A ball outside makes the count 1-1. And off the end of the bat, a swing and a foul ball brings the count to 1-2 for Nate Kramer. Chasing a little bit high there, a little high and outside pitch, but he chased it anyway. 1-2 is the count. And behind it goes, and Powell's going to attempt to score, and he will. 16-9. 2-2 is the count for Kramer. There's a shot, center field, but Height is under it. Height has it. And a fly ball out for Nate Kramer. One out as Elijah Danner steps to the plate now, the starting pitcher. Don't believe he's in line for the win now. Nate Kramer will be in line for the win. And the foul ball, strike one. Actually, that's not true. They scored their runs in the third inning to get this lead. So unless they get to 15, they being South Fulton, Elijah Danner will still be the winning pitcher. Little low, ball two. Danner, looper into center field. Left center field is dropped by the left center fielder. He was there. An error for the Rebels. And another batter coming to the plate is Jake Brown for the Sparklones. Outside corner, strike one for Brown. Dalton Horwittle on deck, one down, runner on second. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning for BWP. Outside, ball one, evens count at 1-1. Rogers has been dealing to the outside of the right-handed batters quite a bit. Now he comes inside on Brown. Out of play. They got a new catcher. It might be Height catching now, excuse me. So I don't know who's out in center field. JV baseball, we don't get a lot of communication as far as what's going on. Ben Powell goes and gets the foul ball. Outside. 2-2 is the count on Jake Brown. That ball tails back to the pitcher's right, our left as we're watching it. He's got a good tailing fastball, does Brown. That's a good strike call right there. Struck out looking Jake Brown. Out number 2. And a runner on second for Dalton Horwittle. All kinds of Daltons on this lineup. Off the end of the bat, it's going to go to the shortstop. He's got it. He tags out the runner, and that'll be out number 3. Doesn't matter. There's 3 outs. Tagged the runner out as he ran by, and that's a base running error that you need to not let happen. You got to at least make him try to make that throw. You can't run into the out. So we'll take a break. After 4 complete, 16-9, the BWP leads South Fulton. Back to Bushnell Prairie City High School as we're getting ready for the top half of the 5th inning. Unless they score 7 here, this will be the end of the ball game. This game being brought to you by Beck Pest Control. Don't let the varmints and creepy crawlies get the best of you. Contact Beck Pest Control in Colchester. Beck Pest Control can let you sleep easy when the lights are out, knowing that you have no uninvited guests running around. Contact them at 309-313-5521. That's Beck Pest Control. Get the bugs out. And United Community Bank. United Community Bank services are designed to keep you in the game when you're on the go. With online and mobile banking that's nothing but net to friendly services you can count on from the leader of community banking. Choosing UCB is always a slam dunk. Visit a location near you with branches in Bushnell, Colchester, and 2 in Macomb. UCB is a member FDIC. And Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And Tom Conklin State Farm. Talk to Daphne or Evan today at Tom Conklin State Farm in Macomb for surprisingly great rates. Call them at 309-837-1200 or stop and see them at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Easton Sullivan, I do believe, up to the plate. He's got another pitcher in. It's going to be Ben Powell now pitching. No, it's not Ben Powell. Excuse me. It is Elliot Mason pitching for the Sparklones. Bunt coming. Nice little bunt laid down. Going to be covered by second. Mason with the throw and the out. That was Easton Sullivan. That was a nice bunt, though. Perfect sacrifice bunt if they had somebody to sacrifice. Stepping in to hit now is number 27, Rendon Reynolds for the Rebels. Down to their final 2 outs. Ball low and inside, ball 1. Elliot Mason on the mound. Ezra pitched a little bit on Saturday. He looked very good. Elliot's coming on, doing a pretty good job himself. Popped up. Can't see it. It's going to be Jake Brown, who has moved to second base, coming in to make the catch. And just like that, 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down for Elliot Mason as Easton Mercer coming to the plate now for South Fulton. They're going to have a huge rally with 2 outs here in this 5-inning contest if they want to get back in the ball game. Swing, it's going to be a ground ball to short. Gathered up, throw for the game. It's there, it's out, and that'll end it. I believe that was Ben Powell at the shortstop position. And that will be the ball game, I think. We'll see. That is the ball game. We'll take a break and be back here with the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show in just a couple minutes. But first, I want to tell you, this game has been brought to you by the Princess Shop. The Princess Shop is your local one-stop home for women's apparel and accessories and shoes. Stop in Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., or Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., located at 1520 East Jackson Street in Macomb. And Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 10 to 4. For all of your fresh produce needs, see the folks at Good Hope Gardens. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently taking orders for whole and half freezer lambs, meat. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And Hensley Grain. And, of course, Webb Family Farms. They've been supporters all year long. Webb Family Farms has been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. Yetter Farm Equipment. Yetter Farm Equipment in Colchester is an industry leader with a tradition of solutions since 1930 and wishes the Cyclones and Sparklones great success during the fall sports season and this spring season as well. And Country Financial Agent Brett Powell, your farm is your legacy. As leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. And Old School Auto Body. Visit Garrick Mason at Old School Auto Body in Blandonsville for quality work in a timely manner. He will make sure the job is done right. Old School Auto Body does collision repair, vintage restoration, and spray and truck bed liners. Give them a call, 309-333-4356, for all your repair and restoration needs. With that, we'll be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, right after this.
As we work together to stop the spread of COVID-19, McDonough District Hospital wants you to know that your health and safety are our number one priority.
Our primary care provider.
Games for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel saver. Time maximizer. Game changer. I like those names.
Welcome back to Bushnell Prairie City High School. We are here for the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in McDonough County. You'll see him get a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash on Cold Street in Bushnell. That's JoJo's Gaming Parlor. I'll tell you that we do have a little lighter schedule this week, as we've got softball kicking off next week. Fortunately, we had 2 things tonight, which caused us some issues. We got 2 things on Thursday night as well. We'll try to get both of those covered. Those will be junior high track and varsity baseball. Tomorrow we'll be back here at Bushnell Prairie City High School for BWP baseball. It's a doubleheader. Or a single game maybe against Knoxville at 4:30. It starts at 4:30. Usually the doubleheader starts at 4. We'll keep you abreast on that, but it looks like it'll be a single game against Knoxville tomorrow. On Wednesday, we have a junior high track meet, North Fulton and South Fulton, here at Bushnell Prairie City High School at the all-weather track. On Thursday, we have 2 things going on. Varsity baseball against Monmouth Roseville. And we have junior high track, West Central United and Costa will be here. So we'll try to get both of those events covered. We're looking for a little help. If you have a child or a young adult who is like to get involved in shooting some video, we could use a couple camera operators here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. So give it a hold of us on Facebook and let us know if you're interested in that. So we'll be back tomorrow night. It's junior high track, North Fulton and South Fulton tomorrow night. Or excuse me, no, it's baseball tomorrow night. Track is Wednesday night. We'll be on about 4:25 tomorrow afternoon. Game starts about 4:30 with varsity baseball, BWP against Knoxville. You've been listening to the post-game show brought to you by JoJo's Gaming Parlor here in Bushnell. Thanks for watching today. we will talk to you tomorrow night for more varsity baseball here from Bushnell Prairie City High School.